As sick as this sounds, I absolutely love the spring. Just because all of this melts. The spring air. It's overcast, but welcome to my drug haul. So I'm gonna start with the video title is kind of crazy, I know, just because I thought it would be super interesting. So I am 23. I am 330 pounds right now, and I don't know, I'm a white female. I have a family history of cancer, high blood pressure, which I'm just learning now as my grandfather's being diagnosed, high blood pressure, apparently cholesterol problems as well, and then I have half of my family that is Native American, or Native Canadian, whatever, and there is severe problems with addiction, mental health, things like that, and thankfully, I got that half of the family. So, I'm only currently prescribed 2 medications. One is Cipralex, which is this little magical white medication right here. I take 20 milligrams daily, and this is for depression. And it had taken me, it took years to kind of figure out what medication to be put on. When I first started having mental health problems, I was in grade 8, and it literally started off with like the most innocent of thoughts, and it was, I just transferred schools, and I was like, I'm gonna throw myself down these stairs because I don't want to be here anymore. Which at the time, I kind of took it as a joke, but I kind of was like, I could do it. That was like the first time I remember having like a self-harm thought. And then after grade 9, I had a bunch of drama, a bunch of straight up bullshit happen. Everything went to hell. So, I didn't get like professional help. I self-harmed, I drank, I skipped class, I did all the things you're not supposed to do. Do not do those things. They do not help you, ever. And I think it was in 10th grade, I got busted for self-harm, because I was on a sports team. I played fucking sports. I played field hockey. I was the goalie. I was actually really good at it, too. Because I remember the year after that I changed schools, and they, like, flipped it out with someone else, and they bombed. But yeah, I got busted for self-harm when I was in 10th grade. I was, like, 16, and, my parents didn't. They trusted me more than they trusted someone at the school, just because I'm the kid, right? I think it was around then. No, it was the next year. I changed schools, and like the first person that I made friends with ended up going to the hospital willingly. She got help for her depression. She got the first med that she was put on helped her, and I was like, that's mom. I wish. Goals. And then I was still self-harming. At this point, I was trying to, like, kill myself. Again, do not suggest, 0 out of 10. And I was doing really dumb shit. Like, I would take a whole bottle of, I think it was, like, Tylenol or something from my grandpa's or something. It didn't make me, like, it made me very ill. But I had a falling out with a friend of mine the next year when I was in 12th year, final grade, and I was kind of like, you know what, like, I've been doing this for like 5-6 years, like, I'm so tired. And that was kind of the point where I went and I got help, and it was in the form of going to the counselor in my high school and saying, hey, I tried to kill myself last night, what do we do? And she was like, literally the first words out of her mouth, and I laugh at this every day, is, are you serious? I was like, no, I'm kidding. Of course I'm serious. Why would I? That's a very bad joke to take. And they sent me to the principal's office. They called in the vice principal, and they were like, okay, we need to talk. What's going on? And I was like, yeah, like, I tried to kill myself, and then my friends kind of screamed at me, and I'm like, you know what, it's time. And basically verbatim what I said. And they're like, this is weird, but alright. And they're like, do you want us to call an ambulance? Like, are you alright? I'm like, no, I'm okay. But they still wanted me to go to the hospital, so they called my mom, she's a RMT massage therapist, so she was unavailable. And then they called my brother, who, I think he was working at like the stone yard, like moving around stones. He was like the manager of it. And he came, he picked me up, and he was like, all right, like, you're sure this is what you want to do? You want to go to the hospital and tell them that you've done this? And I was like, yeah, I do. It's time, you know? I was kind of taken aback, the fact that he said that. Anyway, I went to the hospital. Since I was like, I think I was 17, I was still technically a minor, so they separated me from my mom, who did show up later freaking the fuck out, by the way. And, basically like, yeah, like, what happens at home? And I just told them, like, nah, it's just me in here. In here is all fucked up. And they wrote down what I said, and I wanted to be in the inpatient. I was like, if you don't take me in, I'm gonna do it again. Like, I know me. I know this is gonna happen. Like, I'm scared. I don't want to die now. And they couldn't. They were actually at full capacity. Thank you, Canadian government. No, I'm kidding. I have no complaints. And, like, I finished high school, but I got to talk to, like, all my different teachers. And I said, like, one thing that really helps me is just pacing around. So if I was feeling anxious, I could just walk up and be like, yo, like, I need 5 minutes, I'll be right back. And they did it. So 12th year was kind of great. And then I think I had started the summer, and I was having a shit summer to begin with. I didn't really think much about college or university because I thought I was just going to die. And I ended up going to the inpatient program. And that was actually the best thing I've ever done. And I remember all through high school reading up on people that go to the mental wards and people being like, don't do it, and all these horror stories. And I was like, oh my god, like, what am I gonna do? And oh, everyone's gonna know, it's gonna ruin your record. It doesn't. No one gives a shit. What matters most is that you are okay. So I was still 17, I turned 18, I think a month later or something. No, like 2 weeks later. It's like, whatever. So I spent the first while, like the first week in the hospital. I was in the, like, the kid side, the kid program or whatever, inpatient care, and we got the medication I'm on now, Cipralex. I was taking 10 milligrams, but recently me and my doctor, like, I kind of felt it wasn't working, so we went back, revised it, and we upped it, and it's banging. But yeah, I think I spent like 3 weeks in the hospital, and it was the best 3 weeks of my life. Like, you meet all these people that are so like you, and number one, all the doctors, nurses say don't make friends with them. You're going to. Like, you're not even trying to make friends. It's like, yeah, you tried to kill yourself, me too. Like, we were already bonded. It's over. But they were, like, the best people. I met people that I had been in school with. And I'm like, whoa, like, that's sick. And people that were so much closer to death and eating disorders and just so many things that, like, really fucking touched my heart. And, like, to this day, I miss them. Like, I know I have some of them on, like, my Facebook. We still talk, but some of them, it's like, I really wonder where they went. And, yeah, I've been okay since then. I think, like, recently I've had, like, a relapse episode, but I have my wife, Alyssa, who met me actually when I was fully medicated. So anyone that knows me when I'm not medicated, I'm so sorry, number one. Genuine from the bottom of my heart. To my exes, my ex-friends, all of you, I'm so sorry. I was not human. Like, I feel like 1,000% a different person. That was, like, the longest story. This was only supposed to be a drug video, and now we're getting into, like, me completely. The second medication I'm on is, what's it called? I forget what it's called. It helps me sleep. I have depression, anxiety, and insomnia. I was on an anxiety medication, but it made me so sick. I was like, bro, I can't. I'm not. Oh, it starts with a V, and no, it's not Valium. Anyway, I'm on this second, like, sleeping medication, and the thing with that is it is a addictive substance, and a controlled one by the government in Ontario, so it is hard for me to get it if I if I run out early for whatever reason. I don't, but, you know. What is it called? I'm so sorry, I cannot remember it. I'll like link it down below. I'll put the names of all of them and whatever. Because the last one is juicy. The last drug that I'm taking is marijuana. Now, weed is legal here in Canada. I'm pretty sure it's all of Canada, or it's just Ontario. I don't remember, I don't pay much of attention. But yes, I smoke weed. Not only just because it's fun, and there's 0 calories, guys. No brainer. No. I was never a drinker. I got alcohol poisoning in high school, and I was like, fuck that. Not for me. But yeah, I smoke weed. Still have, oh my god, that's strong. I love it for the balance of CBD and THC, because it tends to be very relaxing at the end of the night. And I actually do use this instead of my sleeping medication. I just find it helps. It basically does the same thing. The sleeping medication that I'm taking, Zopiclone. Ha! I remembered it. Zopiclone. Z. I thought it was a V. Whatever. Zopiclone. So Zopiclone is addictive. It impacts my memory. It basically is marijuana, but in pill form. And not fun. So I do this just to have fun, just to relax. It's only harming me. So, I mean, when this became legal, I was like, I'll try it for sleep. And they actually have like specific strains on their website for sleeping. And I've tried it and I love it, you know? The only thing that's bad about this one is the side effect to constantly binge. And that's something personally I have to work on. It's not just this. This does definitely encourage it. I would totally like smoke a bowl on camera, but I'm 900% sure it's either going to be, the video's either going to be taken down or restricted. I don't know. But yeah. So, Ciberlex, my depression medication, 20 milligram. Zopiclone, which I take, I have them in 5 milligram tablets, but it's between 5 and 10 that I take a night, depending. And that's more if I have like a really early morning. I won't smoke weed, I'll take the med and then just pass out. And then marijuana, as much as needed, daily. Pretty much daily. I don't really take like anything else besides vitamins. Right now I'm taking a vitamin C, omega-369, like the same stuff I've been showing, the B12, the selenium, along with my prescribed medication. And yeah, that's my drug haul. Isn't it so scary? If you liked the video, hit thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new and enjoy it. Let me know if this is the type of information you guys want to see, if there's some type of like, I don't know, marijuana challenge you want, or like a no-med challenge, that, nah, maybe not. Yeah, like the video, subscribe, stay happy. That'll do for today.